Realistic self-improvement advice. How fast are you going to see results? What kind of bullshit are you going to run to along the way if you're trying to improve your life, if you're trying to improve your money, your physical appearance, your status, whatever you want to call it. I call it self-improvement. That's what other people call it. But life, like improving your life, how realistic is it? Because a lot of these people out there that you watch are going to be blowing like smoke up your ass, right? You can watch a video, and I've made videos like this before, but I just want to talk about realistically how fast you're going to see results. What are the negatives? Because there actually is negatives to self-improvement, believe it or not. So you're going to feel like shit, first off, when you start doing this. Like, it is not easy. And there's people on YouTube and there's people in the gym that make it sound easy. Like, oh, bro, you just got to lock in. But realistically speaking, locking in is easier said than done. Like, you're going to be fighting addictions. You're going to be fighting bad fucking habits that you've built up over the years. You're going to be fighting fucking other people influencing you, other people that are not on self-improvement, derailing you. You're going to be fighting not only yourself, but the world in general. So don't just think like, it's easy to get motivated and it's easy to get hyped up and watch some fucking Andrew Tate motivational speech or whatever and suddenly feel like, yo, I'm finna put in this work. It's like, it's almost like those people that, you know, like during the New Year's resolution, they go to the gym and they get a gym membership and then they only end up going for like a week or two and then they stop going because something gets in the way. That's kind of like self-improvement. A lot of people start this journey and a lot of people don't make it. A lot of people burn out of this shit and they don't stay consistent. Avoiding drugs, avoiding alcohol, avoiding fucking video games, bad situations, avoiding all this stuff, avoiding junk food, avoiding fucking eating cupcakes, avoiding fucking watching porn. It's not easy. It's not. Because these are all things that your fucking brain likes to do, that wants to do. And when you quit those things, like, guys, going cold turkey on this stuff is almost impossible. Like, a more realistic way to look at it, like, as far as, like, my self-improvement journey, sometimes you got to quit these things one by one. Like, I'm talking implementing these things. You know, if you're a guy that jacks off, plays video games, eats junk food, doesn't work out, like 90% of the population, it's more likely like you're not going to be able to quit all this stuff at once. You're not. It's not going to happen. What more is going to happen when you do this is that you're going to quit maybe one thing you're going to get good at. Like, for example, for me, the first thing I quit was porn. Okay? I had a bad porn addiction. I was also smoking a shitload of weed. I was playing video games. I wasn't working out. Quitting porn and working out. So that was my combo. Like, I set a goal that I was going to work out every single day or go running or whatever. And that I was going to quit porn. And working out gave me the fuel. Consistently working out gave me the motivation, gave me the fuel, gave me the energy to basically quit the porn. It wasn't easy. I had relapsed fucking a million times. Guys, like, relapses are normal. Like, that's another thing. You're going to try to quit a lot of these things and you're going to relapse. You're going to try to quit smoking weed and you're going to go to a fucking party and end up smoking weed. I'm sorry. Like, it's going to happen. You're going to quit vaping and you're going to hit someone's vape 2 days later, a day later. Yeah, you might quit fucking weed and 2 hours later you might smoke again. I'm serious. Like, when I was trying to quit weed, I would do this shit. I set a goal for quitting weed. Guys, I relapsed probably fucking like 200 times. I'm not joking. Like, for like a whole fucking year, I struggled to quit weed. And it's like, it sounds so simple in your head, right? Oh, you know, quit weed and it's gonna fucking improve your life and it's gonna fucking change everything, right? You know, and I'll watch videos like that. I would watch videos of people that were quitting weed, that quit smoking, and like the results they were seeing and how much happier they were and oh, you know, how to get past the withdrawals. You know, you kind of like, let's be real, you know, like when you're wanting to quit something or whatever, like you'll end up like watching all those videos and stuff and, you know, kind of educating yourself on how to quit it. But yeah, I mean, that's how it was for me personally, like, and that's how it is for a lot of people. Like, you could decide to quit something, you could decide to stop a bad habit, and you could struggle. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. Like, it could be a very long time before you actually shake that fucking habit. Like, before you actually quit doing that habit, before you actually start seeing results. And you could be consistent too. That's another thing. You could be consistent, like really good on something. Like, you could quit weed, you could quit that porn. You could go for months without fucking watching porn. And one day you break. And then you fall back into a rut. Sometimes there's going to be ruts too. Like, you could be really consistent. Like, you could be working out and all of a sudden something happens and you fucking skip the gym for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. It happens, guys. Like, yo, like, I remember times when I would quit smoking weed. I remember one time I went for like 2 months and I fucking relapsed, bro. Like, I went for 2 months straight and I fucking sparked up one day and I was back to fucking smoking weed every single day. That doesn't mean I gave up. I still, and it's weird because I knew in my mind that it was wrong. I was like, oh, dude, like, I'm fucking up. I shouldn't be smoking. But I still did it. I still relapsed. I was still smoking the fucking weed, you know. But I never gave up on actually quitting, you know, like, and that's the key. Like, you can't lose sight. Like, what I'm saying here is, like, to accept you are gonna fucking relapse. You are gonna fall into ruts. You are gonna fucking backslide at certain points. Like, this is not self-improvement, quitting things, becoming sober, becoming the best version of yourself, starting a business. It's not this fucking upwards trajectory where, you know, every single day you get better and better and better and better. Like, it's not like that. Some days you do really good. Some days you check all the boxes. You don't do the bad shit. You could have a day where you do really good, really, really good. And the next day you fucking eat junk food. The next day you end up jacking off, watching porn. Like, you could go like 2 good weeks, 2 weeks where you're doing really good. And then one day, all of a sudden, you fucking, I don't know, you break, right? You could be trying to quit alcohol and you end up fucking drinking at a party, you know? A girl, you know, like, you could be trying to quit weed and some fucking hot girl wants to smoke with you and you say, oh, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna smoke with this hot chick. Like, I'm just gonna do it once. And then you're back on your bullshit. You're back to your old habits. You're fucking smoking again. It be like that. It literally be like that, guys. Like, and then another thing I want to talk about is, like, the results. How fast you see the results. And the results take time. Another reason why a lot of people burn out on this stuff and quit is because they don't see instantaneous returns. It's kind of like the gym. You know, like, you can go to the gym for 2 weeks straight, work your ass off, and still not see any physical changes. And that's why a lot of people will quit, because they don't see the instantaneous results. They're not willing to fucking be patient. They're not willing to fucking trust the process. You have to trust the process. You have to fucking just put faith in yourself that your life is going to get better. Your bank account is going to get bigger. You are going to find that fucking fine ass girl. You are going to get a girlfriend. You are going to become more attractive, more handsome. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be a 1 week thing or a 2 week thing or even a 2 month thing. Like, legit, guys, it could be months before you see any real progress, especially in the beginning. Like, I don't want to inflate y'all's egos. I don't want to give you some bullshit like motivational advice that says that, you know, you're going to watch this video and then all of a sudden you're going to fucking be a changed person. Because you're not going to be a changed person. It takes time. It really does take a lot of time to change as a human being, to undo those bad habits, to reverse those bad habits, to stop those addictions, to actually change your routine. Now, I will say one thing. So this is the positive, is that once you do get into a routine, once you do start doing these good habits, it does get easier. When I was quitting weed and quitting porn, like I said, it started off, I wouldn't smoke weed for a day, maybe a few hours before I would break. You know, same thing with the porn. I would not watch porn for a day, 2 days, sometimes go 3 days, right? It would be something like that. Like, it was a miracle for me to go 3 days without watching the fucking porn. And that was a checkpoint for me. That was like, damn, you know, instead of jacking off, I made it fucking 3 days without jacking off. That was a big feat. Eventually, even if I would make it 3 days and end up unzipping my pants and then making it like, you know, relapsing, making another like 3 days or so, maybe the next time I was going for 4 days, a week, right? I would go a week without watching it. You know, and then the next time, you know, a little bit farther down the road, 2 weeks. Sometimes you realize, oh shit, I just went 2 weeks without fucking watching this shit. I just went 2 weeks without drinking alcohol, without vaping. Yo, 2 weeks when you're addicted to something is a long time. 14 days, quitting something for 14 days, it does great things for your mind. It does great things for your self-esteem. And it does great things for your confidence, because what is going to start happening is that you're going to start proving to yourself, to your brain, that it is possible for you to quit, that it is possible for you to stay away from this shit. When you're doing it every single day, when you're stuck in that fucking cycle of pain, because let's be real, guys, addiction is pain. When you're addicted to something, even though you enjoy the feeling, even though you like it, but you know it's wrong, it's still painful, right? It's just as painful as being sober, because you're stuck in a fucking addiction and you're dealing with the side effects associated with that addiction, right? So you're still in pain. Like the whole reason you're trying to quit an addiction is obviously because it's not making your life better, it's making it worse, and you're kind of self-aware to that. Otherwise, then why quit, you know, if it didn't make your life worse? But anyways, getting that 2 weeks, getting that 1 month milestone, saying, oh shit, bro, like, I haven't smoked weed in a month. That is what's going to give you the fucking drive and the energy and the fire to go 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Before you know it, some of these bad habits, it'll be an entire year that you're not fucking slipping up and doing that bullshit, right? Make it an entire year, and then a year turns into 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The time starts going by faster. If you relapse, it becomes easier to get back on the path. You know, because you're kind of getting used, you're training yourself to not fucking continue that bad habit. You're teaching yourself, okay, you know what? If I relapse, I know it's wrong, but I have to fucking try again. Like, just because I relapsed, just because I fucking skipped out on that workout doesn't mean I gave up on the entire mission. That just means I had a little setback, and that's okay. It's okay to have a little fucking setback. Like, I recently I went through a rut. Straight up, like, I went through a breakup, and even before the breakup, there was a lot of actually, like, fighting in my relationship, and that kind of, like, bled into my life. I started doing some bad shit, you know. I drank a little bit of alcohol, you know, here and there. I fucking watched some porn for like a week. For a whole week, I started watching some porn. And I was like, I knew it was wrong. But I was able to stop it. I was able to put a stop to it before it led to anything else. You know, stuff like that. You know, even someone who's on advanced self-improvement, you know, even when you made it really far for a long time, like, there is slip-ups. There is little fucking, you know, sometimes you break your regimen. Sometimes you might smoke that fucking cigarette. Sometimes you might watch that fucking porn even a year or 2 years after you quit. You know, alcohol, having a fucking drink. You know, doing drugs. You know, maybe you fucking have been sober for a long time, and all of a sudden you have a moment of weakness where you end up using some drugs. Like, It happens, guys. It fucking happens. Like, don't think that you're a piece of shit just because that happens, because honestly, it happens to all of us. And if someone is here on YouTube telling you that they're fucking perfect and they never slip up, they're full of shit. They're lying. Everyone slips up. Everyone sins. Everyone makes fucking mistakes and errors, especially in their discipline. Like, the path of self-improvement essentially is the path of discipline. Discipline is what all this shit's about. Discipline to work out, discipline to avoid using substances, discipline to avoid bad situations, bad people, bad energy. It all ties back to discipline, and discipline is all about consistency. And when you have inconsistencies, that's when you feel bad, but that's part of the process. And over time, as long as you stay true to yourself, it becomes easier to stay consistent. It becomes easier to keep yourself from straying off the path. And overall, your life is going to get incrementally better and better and better as long as you just stick with self-improvement and discipline, and you fucking accept from the get-go that this is going to take a long time. This is going to be years before you see changes. This is going to take years before you start seeing those returns. But those returns do add up. Little returns, big returns, and they start coming in. So the sooner that you accept that this journey is not for the impatient, that this is something that is a lifelong thing, you're gonna be better off. You know, because you're starting self-improvement, like what, you only want to do this for a month, 2 years? Like, you know, are you planning on going back and quitting this shit? No, like, you start this because you want to change your life. Every day, every hour passes, every day, like, time goes by fast, you know? Before you know it, you're 20 years old, and then you wake up and you're 25 years old. That's how I feel, you know what I mean? Like, feels like yesterday I was 21 and now I'm 25, right? I was about 21 years old when I started my self-improvement journey. It's been about 4 years. And time has gone by real quick. But I will say this, if I did not start this shit when I was 21 and I was still doing that bad shit, right, years ago, how fucked up my life was, how shitty my life was, all that bad stuff I was doing, the abuse to myself, the drugs, the alcohol, the fucking porn and shit, the weed, yo, my life right now would fucking suck. So that's why I'm urging you, get started now. Don't wait. Don't think that you have to learn more before you get started. You can start now, you know? You can start now. Accept there's going to be failures. Accept that there's going to be fuck-ups. It's part of the process, guys. It's going to take a long time, so you might as well get started now. I have a coaching link down below in the description in the comments. If you need help getting motivated, if you need help getting on your self-improvement journey, if you need someone to fucking get you into gear and hold you accountable, I'd highly suggest booking a coaching session with me down below. I'll see you on the other side, guys. Peace. Subscribe to the channel.